opportunities for them to do well in their craft, to give back to Jamaica in their craft, and also to advance themselves in becoming, a better person, a better leader, so that they, whenever they're ready, they can springboard into their own thing and to do their own. That's one of the planks that we really need about. But I wanted to get back to a couple of things, a couple of people that you really interviewed this evening. First of all, Patrick Williams. That's where this all started with me. 1989, that organization is where I started giving back to our country. I remember how we took Air Jamaica and pack it up after Gilbert and send it home with a lot of stuff to the airport and so forth. And the bug bit me from there. And so I've been in this space for a long time. I was there when we started the first medical mission, and the second medical mission we lost one of our dear members. We went down. I wasn't there, but when I heard the news, it was really bad for me. They were standing. They had a tire blew out, and they were standing on the side of the street. Another car came and flipped and just flipped on her, Mrs. Davis, and I never forget her because she was very, very active. So she went down to Jamaica alive and came back, as a body. And so, those things kind of impacted me. Those things kind of unnerve who I am, and you want to do things to make sure that these people didn't die in vain, because and so yes, I got a good little memory there, because we generally go to Jamaica every June, and we'll go to different parishes for medical and educational. Patrick Williams is doing a very, very, very wonderful job with the organization. Congratulations, Patrick. That's it. In fact, I'll tell you this, the education summit came out of a small discussion that Patrick designed back in 2012 in Montego Bay. And the mayor of Montego Bay at the time came out, brought some people, and they had a discussion, like a forum, and it was very, very enriching. And I used that to develop what we're doing right now. And so, I heard him just now, and I said, oh, pretty good. Wonderful job, Patrick, if you're still listening. And then the next person that you spoke with a young lady by the name of Cassandra Minot. And when I took her around here just a while ago, she was very nervous. She didn't want to come on the air. But she had something in her that says, I want to do it anyway. I'm nervous, but I'll do it just because you're asking me and because I feel like I should. That's how she was when she came. And I didn't know what she was going to say. But man, was that story compelling, And you saw me sitting there with her, listening to her. She was telling me, she was very modest on air. She was telling me the things that she's done in her community, at the school, and how the love that she has for the kids. And she was showing me pictures of how she interacts with the kids. And did you know that she sews her own clothes? And then she's telling me that she's wearing a dress that she made to the gala tomorrow night. She spent 5 hours and made the dress. And so, this kind of things, man. And then she showed me her desk in her classroom that she used, right? And the desk that she uses for her teacher's desk is about a 2x2 desk that students use. That's unfortunate. And so I asked her if her school would accept a gift of a table or a teacher's desk, so that she can feel like she's a teacher inside the classroom, And so she said she'll look into it. But her story is so compelling that I sat there and I'm listening and I'm saying, yeah. But that's why we are here. That's why JD10 exists, because we want to hear these kind of stories so that it reminds us that what we're living in America and Canada and UK, that there's no comparison to the resources that we have in Jamaica. And we need to know what it is, not to know, but to remind ourselves, because we all went to school there, right? So we need to remind ourselves of what it is to be a teacher, to be a student, to be there without resources, but yet still get an education. I heard her said it's so important for her to see. She'll show me a picture of a student that was, she put the dots on the board like a P, and this little kid was there trying to connect the dots to make the P, and that is less than grade 1 for me, right? But he's in high school, and he's there trying to make the P. And she's ecstatic that he made that P. No, can you see what I'm talking about, Dervan? It is such a compelling story to listen to this young lady. It was I was moved, right? And so these are, when we send our surveys to Jamaica, these are the things that we want to get back, so that we can respond. I'm not promising that we are going to spend $2 million and $5 million. No, but what we can do is look at some of the things that are possible for us to do and fill those gaps. Right? And so, we have diaspora people, they have big talk all the time. You people, oh, do this, oh, do that, and we're going to do this. Why don't they do this, and why don't? That's not how we should approach this thing, right? Even with limited resources in Jamaica, there is a system of teaching, of managing, of leading. There's a system there. They have plans, and they're executing them. Now, those plans that are being executed are plans that have gaps. That's where the diaspora should come in. Fill those gaps. So we don't want to fill the gaps with the potholes with marl. We want to put bottle green there, right? So therefore, so it's more resilient and it stays longer. So when we fill the gaps, they must be things that are going to retain and sustain for a long period of time. And that's what we're here for. So when we bring teachers here, we have 112 educators from Jamaica at this forum. It's the biggest contingent of educators we've had over the past 8 years or 9 years that we're here. But it feels so good because they're sharing, they're friendly, they're willing to share, they're willing to give us their heart, and man, let me tell you, we're having a lot of fun in this. Yes, I should accept the father figure, because it feels like you birthed something and I watched it grow, And I am so thankful for Dr. Sharika Dakers. This year she's grown so big in my eyes. I remember her last year at the 22, and when she was done, I see something in her. And so when I offered her to chair this year's, she says, "You sure?" I say, "Yes." Man, she is like, I can't selfish. It's really amazing to see the kind of work that she's taken on this year. And we've added a gala. And so now we are doing two projects. We're doing the summit with many workshops and presentations and panel discussions, and then the gala, and she's taken on both. And he's doing them crazy, man. We outsold ourselves. We planned for 220 people at the gala. Now we have about 260. And we're still, if we had it open, we'd still be selling tickets. But we can only handle so much. And so we're happy to be able. I am very, very happy. I'm very, very happy for what I've seen so far. Yesterday morning was amazing. The luau that they had on Tuesday evening for the welcome session was amazing. So much energy. And big ups to St. Thomas. Because over the years, we have not seen anybody from St. Thomas come to the summit. Probably one or two, right? This year, they have 22. So here I am going down the parishes. And when I say Hanover, 1 person. Manchester, 2. You know, Trelawney, 1. And I'm saying, so if I'm going down these parishes that are normally having a big number, where are the people coming from? And me don't mention St. Thomas, Dervan, the whole place mash up.
Listen, I don't want to mash up what we have going here, but we're out of time. Thanks to our technical team, or Adrian Reed and Davin Thomas, and the other members of the team, Lorna Lewis, and thanks as well.